On February 28th, things went from heated to full-blown fire. After weeks of military buildup and tough talk from President Donald Trump, the United States teamed up with Israel and launched a massive offensive against Iran. And this wasn't some small warning shot, this was big. In a Truth Social post, Trump made it crystal clear. The mission was to stop Iran from getting a nuclear weapon and to defend the American people by eliminating imminent threats from the Iranian regime. Then he dropped a bombshell message directly to the Iranian people, calling this their only chance for generations to take back control of their government. Shortly after, Israeli officials confirmed that Israel Defense Forces (IDF) strikes in Tehran killed Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. Yeah, that headline alone shook the globe. U.S. forces didn't stop at Tehran. Strikes reportedly targeted military sites in Isfahan, Karaj, Kermanshah, Tabriz, Iran, wasted zero time responding. Ballistic missiles were launched toward Israel and U.S. military facilities across the Middle East, including bases in Bahrain, Kuwait, Qatar, and the UAE. The region instantly went into high alert. This wasn't shadow war anymore. This was direct. Iran's nuclear program didn't just pop up overnight. It goes all the way back to 1957. But things got serious in the late 1980s during the Iran-Iraq War, when Tehran decided it needed nuclear capability for security. Throughout the 1990s, Iran made deals with China and Russia to support research. Then in 2002, an Iranian opposition group exposed 2 secret nuclear sites that had been hidden from the International Atomic Energy Agency, IAEA. That's when global alarms really started ringing. After years of tension, negotiations led to the Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action, JCPOA, in 2015. Under the deal, Iran had to cut enriched uranium stockpiles by 98%, slash centrifuges by 2/3, allow nuclear inspections. In return, massive sanctions relief, nearly $100 billion. But critics said the deal didn't touch Iran's ballistic missile program or its regional influence. When Trump took office the first time, he called it weak, and in 2018 the US walked away. Boom! Maximum pressure sanctions returned. Iran's economy tanked. Oil exports got crushed. Tensions shot through the roof. Even while nuclear talks were happening, Iran was flexing hard in the region. Through its Quds Force, the overseas arm of the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps (IRGC), Iran armed and funded groups like Hamas, Hezbollah, Shiite militias in Iraq, the Houthis in Yemen, the US labels. Iran, the world's top state sponsor of terrorism, reportedly spending over $1 billion a year backing militant groups. That network of proxy forces stretches across Gaza, Lebanon, Syria, Yemen, Afghanistan, and beyond. This isn't just politics, it's power projection. Things already boiled over once before. In 2019, oil tankers were attacked in the Strait of Hormuz. Iran shot down a used Global Hawk drone. The US killed Quds Force commander Qasem Soleimani in a Baghdad strike. Iran retaliated. Tensions nearly spiraled into open war. Sound familiar? For years, Israel and Iran fought indirectly through proxies. But in 2024, that changed. Iran launched over 300 drones and missiles at Israel after an Israeli strike in Syria killed senior Iranian officials. Later, Israel hit back with major strikes on Iran's missile production and air defense systems. By late 2024, Israel had severely weakened Hamas and Hezbollah leadership, shaking Iran's axis of resistance. The gloves were officially off. When Trump returned to office in 2025, he restarted his hardline policy against Tehran, while also reopening nuclear talks. Israel wasn't having it. Israeli leaders argued Iran's nuclear ambitions posed an existential threat. Then in June, the IAEA declared Iran was violating non-proliferation obligations for the first time in 20 years. The next day, Israel launched strikes. Days later, the United States directly attacked 3 major Iranian nuclear facilities: Fordo, Isfahan, and Natanz. Trump became the first U.S. president to directly strike another nation's nuclear program alongside Israel. Iran responded with missile strikes on U.S. forces in Qatar's Al Udeid air base. No casualties were reported. Shortly after, Trump announced a ceasefire. Tensions are still high, but for now the truce is holding. This isn't just another Middle East flare-up. This is direct U.S.-Iran military confrontation, open Israel-Iran warfare, nuclear facilities, targeted regime change rhetoric back in play. The balance of power in the Middle East just shifted in a major way. and the world is watching. Because if this escalates again, it won't just stay regional. This video is for informational and educational purposes only. The content is based on publicly available reports and does not promote violence, political agendas, or hate toward any country, group, or individual. Viewers are encouraged to do their own research and form their own opinions.